there's a serious commotion, battle, possibly war in Abia State because as Otti, he said he vows to battle these northern mafians for 2027. He said, I'm not sleeping, I'm working hard, and the northern elders will be ready, let them be ready to contend with himself and the people of Abia State. He said he's ready to go the extra mile to make sure that what he come back in 2027. But let's also worry, Sultan Sokoto, they are saying, Ojo Zokalu, they are saying Otti must be sent packing. Epeazu even came out last year, he said this man is not fit for the position, that Otti must be sent packing. What is your take as
that narrative has already been rejected by the Abians and most Nigerians. And you can see the stingy gang up. I can't tell you the stingy gang up. I know that some northern mafians are all political mafians are also involved. I know that the Igbo political parties who does not align with the Labour Party are also among. And I know so that there are cronies and their spy are also in the game and trying to remove. I'm not saying that Alex Otti is 100% perfect. He has done, but for over 20 years, this is the first time we are experiencing 1% value of leadership in that state. So it is just like, we are just saying like after 100 years. That's what it is. Every Abians, that's how they see it in all ramification. So any further push, are being given interpretations. The Abia, there's evidence that Alex Otti have actually added value and not a failure. Like, now Sora is claiming that he knows them, that his friends, what. That is your business. What people are saying are this, just like what we saw in Lagos State under Ambode. Most Lagosians believe that Ambode added value. We should now come and tell us that what we are seeing in Lagos State under Ambode was not correct. So there's no justification. So it tells you that Sowore might be, an undercover, a spy who's also working against Igbo interests, who is against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. In disguise, it's very possible. Government can prop up anything. Government can use anything. They can pretend as anything. One thing you should not take away from the Fulanis is that Fulani agents, mafians, they pretend a lot. You can see the number of years it took them before we begin to realize that Nigeria is under Islamic nature. And in Islam, there is no opposition. You must understand this. Islam has no opposition. Go and check all the countries in the world. That is the reason why I'm telling you that Bola Ahmed Tinubu is pro-Islam. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is pro-Sharia. Bola Ahmed Tinubu is anything that has to do with, Islamic Islamization. He said he will continue from where Buhari actually stopped. And we are seeing it. How can the whole 36 governors be? What kind of government are you running? He said, you do not want an opposition. And these are tendencies of Islam. These are tendencies, and that is why Sowore's statement is very suspicious. Because a lot of people are seeing it that he might be one of the brain behind what is happening to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu indirectly, even without Mazi Nnamdi Kanu knowing it. We saw for Kayode and the rest of them take the same line. At the end of the day, they disappeared. So we are not going to. They should not trust this guy. Well, Alex Otti need to battle that directive from the Sultan of Sokoto, from the northern mafia, that he must leave that place for them to impose another Uzodema and another Zokalu in that place to continue.
Do you think he can do it alone? Because when you are in Ekwehazu, Ojo Zokalu, also we're kicking against him, saying he's not doing anything, Abia said, do you think this man can fight this battle alone, fight these Fulanis alone?
If you look at the history, we are not unlike Abia State is not like any other state. Abia State is the #1 state in the history of Nigeria. Go and look at it now. They are #1 in everything. They're one of the productive states in Nigeria currently now, Abia State. So you cannot separate that fact from Abians. Abians are resilient. They know what they want. Even at all odds, when it's not even working for them, they wait for Labour Party. They know what they're going through. An average Igbo man he's been marginalized. And on top of that marginalization, the only person that came from that state who happens to be a global figure and a reference point now all over the world as one of the outstanding freedom fighters in the history of Africa. That's Nnamdi Kanu. came from that state, and that Alex Otti has continued to show solidarity that what was done to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is not correct. That also puts a kind of suspicious motive on Sowore. What is Sowore actually looking for? But for you to come to Abia State after the governor visited Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and allowed you to take a particular space, you debate him a failure. Even though that, there is significant difference between Alex Otti and other former governors' administration in Abia State.
Significant.
Yes, significant. I repeat, significant difference. Yes, from Abia to New York, but there's a difference. So why would somebody at that point now be condemning somebody that you only visited Abia? He never went around Abia State to find out. Only that area. So Bosore's motive is highly questionable. He might know whether they're saying doing the rightful thing or whether the whole thing coincides with what is him, but that is not the issue. The issue is that there is a significant difference in Abia currently now, and that changes the narrative and motive of so they're coming very close to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Very suspicious, because at this point now, where we are glamoring that Nigeria is being put to a point of embracing the tendencies of Islam, where there is no opposition, and that is what we take all the countries all over the world that are Islamic, that has Islamic tendencies. There is no opposition. You don't know what is coming. I'm not telling you, there's political conquest of the Fulani agenda. It's there. Come 2027, whether Jesus Okala and the rest of them like it or not, that is what is going to happen. Alex Otti is battle ready and is saying, no, let the people decide whether Fulani will take over Abia State or not at the end of the day. Thank you.